I had a request for something from the Beefheart album, Dock at the Radar Station. Let's see if I can still remember how this goes.
To learn Beefheart's music required a complete rearrangement of my technique. I had to study the records, first of all, to hear what was happening, but it seemed that he had taken styles that originated in the country blues period in the 20s and the 30s in America, which were very contrapuntally oriented way of playing, where you would have one or two lines going at once because you're using all your fingers, right? He would take this and then he almost exploded the style and added a free jazz bass to it so that the notes that you were playing maybe with the left hand while you were picking in the right weren't orthodox in any mode of blues or, you know, a rock and roll scale, folk scale. And they were more outside, or he liked to step outside. So this required a lot of study on my part and what they call woodshedding, you know. I mean, I went back into the woodshed and closed the door for a couple of years and just worked out my own way of approaching this method. So I taught myself a new way to play the guitar before I even met him. Critics say that I have an orchestral style on the guitar, which I derived a lot from playing Beefheart's music, which was very dense. But I also think it has a foundation in my classical training and also in appreciation of things like musicals, which were very heavily orchestrated, so that you sort of, on the guitar, you're getting the sound of like a whole band, you know, or an orchestra, a big group. The process that I use with a lot of my solo performances is kind of an additive process where I will set up one motif on the guitar through the use of these boxes. I can sample and then repeat ad infinitum the motif. This provides me with the springboard to improvise off of. And then I've got several of them so that I can also add other motifs on top of motifs. And at the end, you get like a whole mosaic of little whirling pieces in space. I kind of visualize it as sculpture. It would be like a mobile spinning, you know? But there's these little vortices of sound, these little whirlpools, right? And I'm sort of like, you know, playing the guitar and weaving my way in and out through them and on top of them, underneath them.